Ah, there you go. Can you hear me now, folks? Can you guys hear me now? I'm just trying to make sure. Let's see. Uh, can you guys hear me now, folks? Gotcha. There you are. Okay. My fault. Forgot to look for the little line over the microphone. Anyway, thank you, Scott. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, everybody. All right. So, Tony Deanne, I look forward to seeing you tonight, buddy. Anyway, so I took yesterday off, and we just want to say, again, thank you to Captain Ron Starr, great entertainer in his own right, and for inviting us on his Sea Shop, hanging out at this city winery, singing some songs, having some drinks, some great camaraderie with the boys, smoking some cigars. So thank you, Ronnie. Again, look forward to seeing you again, my good friend. Michael, how you doing, buddy? All right, so Cheryl Riccio, my dear friend, I hope you're feeling better, my love. So please get better, Cheryl. Please get better. All right, so crazy as it was, let's get, folks, like I said, 5 different social media outlets that you can see this show on Monday through Friday at 12 o'clock noon. Amazing energy. I'm tired following when you guys are going, let alone show up. Oh, there you go, Lola. But thank you for following us. And yes, we will be at Pasta Mia on the 27th of this month. Tony Toto. And I have to give Tony Toto and Jerry Jams when you had 6 nights straight. In the summer, it's that way, guys. You know that more parties, more stuff, it happens. I mean, we're lucky, but it was just crazy. And then continuing the party on the boat was a little. So Tuesday was just, and then we had to drive to Bristol, Wisconsin, like I said. So anyway, we're here now, folks, on the Tony Ocean Show Facebook page, the Mo Carraro Facebook page, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and the Ocean's Pit page. Guys, share the show. Push the button, share it. We got a lot of good things to talk about, a lot of good stuff we missed. So we're going to get right to the nitty gritty, everybody. Now let's get right to the big ones, folks. We're talking about our good buddies from Ace Hardware, the Ocean Pit sponsors, Norridge, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, and Warrenville, folks. Now, folks, first of all, you buy local, shop local. Ace is always the place. We know that, folks. And for the month of July, lawnmower promo, purchase any new lawnmower and receive free assembly and delivery. Now that ends July 31st. And don't forget, folks, they have a bunch of markdowns on all patio furniture, up to 50% off. And let's not forget the ongoing Grill Your Ace Off. That's right, Grill Your Ace Off. And they will give you $20 off any grill purchase. That's Ace Hardware is the place, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from Ace. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, Wednesday the 19th. We want to introduce to you our brand new sponsor. Bum, ba-da-ba, bum, 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 bum. That's right, folks. New sponsors. Now, folks, we like to have our good friends when we sponsor folks and trying to support local establishments. That's what we always talk about. Here, let's welcome our good friends from Chicago Door Ltd. Chicago Door Limited has been servicing Chicagoland and suburbs for over 40 years. They buy direct from manufacturers. They deliver the highest quality products at the lowest possible prices, specializing in residential and commercial exterior and interior doors, residential garage garage door operators, 24-hour emergency service. Call for a free estimate. That's 847-641-8552. Senior discounts. Email Chicago Door 01@gmail.com. That's our good friends from Chicago Door. Welcome to Ocean's Pit, one of our new sponsors, folks. You gotta love it. I just want to say thank you, Alan, for that too, our good friend for that. So, like I said, it's a crazy day today, and with so much stuff going on, it's just a busy week as well. Let's say hello for some chatters in the house. Danny Ramonde, live from Italia. Tony Toto. Luann from New York City. What's up, baby? We miss you, Luann. We got to come out. August 5th, we'll be at will be at Norton's. So hopefully you'll come on out, honey. Lola, great. Michael, how you doing, my good friend? We got Michael and Gigi from our good friends from, that's right, Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair for all your collision auto repair needs. Go to crashchampions.com. And let's not forget Danny Mazzi's Buy Local, Shop Local, Armando Supermarkets, 925 Liberty Street, Elgin, Illinois. All right. More sponsors, more fun. Let's say hello to some more people here today, folks. This is fantastic. Tony, thank you. Debbie, Jamin, how are you doing? Joanne, Tony, Deanna, we'll see you tonight. Boy, I'm busted. It's just going crazy right now. Richard Hammond, Scott now, Mark, Billy, Lefty, Malarkey, great seeing you on the ship, on the boat. Oh, you had so much fun. Nina, how you doing? Patrice, John Grande, the General, great seeing you, buddy. All right, we'll see you tonight. Now, listen, a couple things we got to start off with real fast. First of all, I need to apologize to our friends from JC Pub in McCook, Illinois. Joe and the crew there. You know, folks, when you're working, eventually sometimes I've been very fortunate and I get double bookings too much the years that I've been doing this for 31 years. I was supposed to be at JC Pub today, according to paperwork in Texas that we back and forth. We dropped the ball completely on this one. Because, you know, tonight I will be at the Chef Fellou Seaside Sicilian at 7 o'clock in my hometown of Elk Grove Village. So again, but we will be back at JC Pub on September 13th. So again, sorry for the inconvenience on that. Hi, Albert, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. So tonight we'll be at the Chef Fellou. Are you going to talk about Ron Onesti? Yes, we are. Yes, we are, Richard. That's a big one. Ron Onesti was on fire. Going off of the disrespectful older woman situation, ripping on the Italian Americans, and Ronnie went live, of course, to try to kibosh that whole situation, and asking how to represent and honor the Italians of America here in the Chicagoland area and Illinois in general, and why don't you just put up a cannoli statue? Look. I don't need to say much because we know how Ron Onesti is when it comes to backing the Italian American, and I'm proud to be an Italian. And look, and to first of all disrupt 5 years ago, whatever it was, when our former mayor Lightfoot, in the middle of the night during negotiations with the Italian organization, snuck out and got rid of the Columbus Day statue. And, during the day they were talking friendly, and all of a sudden, all of a sudden, middle of the night, like a sneak shark that she was, took that out. And now this older lady saying you build a statue of cannolis. It's a horrible, horrible thing there. Let's rename Lakeshore Drive Kentucky Chen Way and see. Yeah, well, you know what? All I'm trying to say is you have to have a respect. We are in the city of Chicago, number one. One of the greatest cities in the world. At least, it's not doing that great lately. We all know that. And there are so many different people in this great city. And you have, it's just what it is, a great city. You have all sorts of life. And everybody in a city like Chicago or any other big city should have some sort of representation of with their nationality. Polish, Irish, Italian, African American, whatever it is, Native American, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Italians, whatever, Sicilians, whatever it is, it's big enough for everybody to have some sort of representation with a statue or something, name a street after. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fantastic. That's what keeps this melting pot going in the great city of Chicago. And there's sections in different towns. We've known that for years. You go to Little Italy, you go over there, you go there, whatever it is. There is plenty of room for everybody in the city of Chicago. And why they have to be disrespectful to the Italians, I just don't get it. Now, look, it could be if they did it to the Irish, or if they did it to the Native Americans, if they did it to anybody, it would still be bad. I just take it more personal to myself because I'm Italian American. Becky Lee said it perfectly. It's very few words. Everyone should be treated with respect. Daryl Armstead, the professor in the house. Italian Ice. There you go. Thank you, Albert. Pat Lenzini, how you doing, my dear friend? So everybody should be represented in this great city. And Ron Onesti will be the first one to jump on charge there. And that alderman was completely, alderwoman was completely out of line. And I'm not even going to tell you her name because I'm worth even repeating that lady's name. She shouldn't get any more press than she already did. So Ron Onesti, kudos to Ron for standing up there and backing the Italian Americans like he has. And the point I'm trying to say, everybody should be treated with all respect because there's so much in this great city, folks. Look, we were on the boat at Monroe Harbor with Ron, and we just mentioned my good friend Ron Starr. And we were going up and down the streets, and there was people, different races, colors, nationalities. They were all walking around, everybody talking, whatever, enjoying themselves. You could never tell where we were sitting. You could never tell where we were sitting and just around that area that the city has gone to hell. Mary, we are all equal. And it was so peaceful. We were sitting, me and the general, we were talking, and Lefty, Bill Malarkey, and Sonny, and Cousin Tommy, and Jerry Jams. Again, thank you, Ron, for inviting us on that. It was just a point that we were all talking, telling stories about the old days and everything, but we're looking around in the neighborhood. It was so peaceful. Everybody was enjoying dinner at the city winery. They were all walking. People were jogging. People were waving to us in the boat, and we were singing songs. I mean, it looked, for that particular day, that afternoon, it looked like it was the old Chicago. And we hooray for the men in blue. Now, look, they had the cops coming by, walking by, patrolling around. We were giving them high five. And there was a couple of people that gave them the finger when they walked by. But hey, that's just disrespect. And unfortunately, in this world, how many people that still have the down against the police department, the men and women that are working very hard to protect us. And my whole thing on that, so I'm not going to go into broken record again. But anyway, it was a beautiful afternoon. That alderman is the department that is against discrimination. That's when you go. She's the one. Yeah, right. Exactly. Thank you, Albert. That alderwoman is of the Department of Against Discrimination. So she's in charge. She's in this Department of Discrimination. The first thing she's doing is discriminating the Italians of America. Carol, how you doing, my dear friend? Welcome again. Mary, you're right, the old days when the city was safe. But I'm just trying to say, for those couple hours that we were out on the water, you would never tell that the city has gone to shambles. On Friday, we were at the Chef Carnival restaurant on Fulton Market. Outside, people talking, smoking, whatever they were doing, walking around. There was peace, but you would never be able to tell in that area at 8 o'clock at night, whatever it was, 9 o'clock at night, that the city has gone to hell. So, congratulations, Ron Onesti, on that, and always trying to stick up for us. She has to go, Scott, I agree. Kathy Eppolito, how are you doing, my dear friend? Happy belated birthday to your father up in heaven, my dear friend. God bless. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Let's not forget our good buddies from Gorelli Pavement Services. Gorelli knows the curb appeal for your home and business, largely affected by your concrete and asphalt. Gorelli's here to help you keep your asphalt looking brand new with proper maintenance, which includes seal coating, crack filling, and patching. They do a complete asphalt replacement, residential and commercial lots. Call Laura or Barb for a free estimate. Servicing Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. That's our good friends from Gorelli Pavement Service. Let's get you down so you can actually see the number if you guys are interested. Our good buddies from Gorelli Pavement Service. The number is 815, like it says at the bottom of the screen, 271-5835. That's 815-271-5835. That's Gorelli Pavement Service. Tell them Tony O sent you. And speaking of Gorelli Pavement Service, if you guys were watching a show Wednesday, I think it was, we had my good friend, Sonny Gorelli, on the show, who is the owner of that company, talking about his kidney issues. And I am so I was so happy and honored to have him on the show because he's the type of guy that doesn't like talking out in public, doesn't like doing that too much. So he came out and talked, and there was a lot of people that reached out afterwards. And Sonny has called a few people already to give him help on what he did to go through with that kidney. So again, Sonny, thank you so much. I'll see you tonight, brother, and cousin Tommy. Good afternoon, Dennis from Lake Geneva. Great seeing you with the parrot. Debbie, thank you for asking. Mama D is better, folks. She is in rehab. So she's fine. She's been out of the hospital now for 5-6 days now, which is a good thing because once they get them out of the hospital, and they go to rehab just to try to get her back strong enough that yesterday delivered a new hospital bed and a new wheelchair and a new walker. So when Mama D comes back, she'll be as good as new, getting there and being comfortable back at home with her family because we miss you, Mama D. So thank you, Debbie, for that. Rosanna, Zocoro, Capuro, during my friend, how you doing, honey? Also, I want to send my good buddy Carlo Joseph. Is in the hospital. Had some problems with his heart, feeling down. He wasn't feeling too good. Went in for a checkup, and he went right from the doctor's office right to Alexian Brothers. He's doing well. I talked to him this morning. It's just that, it happens. Something with his heart. He might have to get some stents put in and stuff, but it happens. So, Carlo, if you're listening, I'm going to come see you tomorrow, buddy. Hope you're well. Hey, Zoe Nozak in the house. How you doing, my buddy Danny? I hope you're well. So, Carlo, get better, my friend. And this past weekend, also, too, our daughter Nina and Eric moved into their brand new house. It was Wonder Lake, beautiful up there. So congratulations on that. Now Sunday, also after the Thirsty Parrot, we put from Lake Como, we went up in Johnsburg of the summer home there, and went some fishing. And we started off with a couple bluegills, and then we get a small little catfish, and then boom, catfish hunter we got. I mean, it was very cool. We posted it. And, in the back of your mind, that the catfish, you can't pick them up. And I got like the little things on the side and the back. Bam, I got hit here. I was bleeding all over the place. But it was cool. And I couldn't hold him. And he broke off the line. So we had to pick him up one of those plier things, hold him up before we could put him back in the water. I'm looking for an elderly man with decayed gums to suck on my index finger. All right, Paul. There you go. Welcome to Ocean's Pit, buddy. You're the best. Find more about you than anyone I talk. People are the greatest. It's always grateful. Well, thank you, Emma. I hope you're doing well up in Florida. That's what's shaking. Hey, Mama D's doing well. Mr. Ronnie B. I hope Deborah had a great birthday. And Ronnie B, let's hook up, buddy. I'm thinking we got to do something at least Monday or the week after. If it's good for you, we're going fishing. Regina Karma. Oh! I miss my little sister, Reg. She's the best. And we had the opportunity not only to work once, but twice last week. So Regina always does fantastic. Regina will be with us again August 18th, Taylor Street Italian Fest. Also September Fest in Schaumburg. If you are on Facebook Live doing this, who is out in the field scaring the crows away from the crops? I don't know, Paul. Got to be somebody there. I hope you never know. See, there you go. Thank you. All right. So thank you, Regina. Actually, tomorrow night, the schedule for tonight, folks, Chef Felou, Seaside Sicilian tonight. It's going to be fantastic. Erica, how you doing, my dear friend? Hope you had a great birthday. Yvette, I hope you're doing well, my dear friend. And also, we're looking forward to September Fest and Taylor Street Fest. Tomorrow night, we at Positano's in Oak Brook. That's right, me, Jerry Jams, and Lisa P. tomorrow night. Friday, returning to Chicago Prime Steakhouse. And Saturday, our good buddy Dave Antonelli and April Antonelli, who were married in my kitchen. Our son Joey married them, but the party is Saturday night, Moretti's in Elgin. It's going to be fun celebrating their marriage together. It's great seeing them. Going to have a good time Saturday night. And then Sunday, my good friend Kathy Cundiff's party. We're going to doing a little party there on Sunday, a private affair. So a lot of good stuff still happening. Are you in or out? This live would be more interesting if you would have someone spoon feed you mayonnaise. Well, Paul, you're on fire today, my friend. you always got to you're going to get good, positive stuff, and you're going to get people that say what they say. Hey, you can say whatever you want, brother. Susan, the closing. Jazz Ambroni in the house. I'm sorry about you just lost one of your relatives, Susan. I'm so sorry, my dear friend. Kathy, there you go, honey. All right, guys, you guys know that 2024 Chicago Music Cruise is right around the corner. It's about almost 6 months away, folks. That's January 7th to January 14th. Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band. If you want to see gerbils again, meet me at the Burger King at midnight with a ball bag and a quarter of buttermilk. All right. You got to love this. Go ahead, Paul. Keep them coming, buddy. Keep them coming. You're wasting your day watching me, so that's pretty good. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Royal Caribbean Cruise 2024. We're going to start off at the Royal Caribbean Caribbean Cruise Line, Wonders of the Sea, the biggest ship on the water, 4 football fields long. We start off in Orlando, Florida, Coco Key, Bahamas, St. Martin, and St. Thomas. It's going to be Tony Ocean, the Main Event Band, Mojo's Jukebox, and Seventh Heaven, folks. Richie's been doing this, and his band's been doing it for years. So we're excited about 2024 Music Cruise, ChicagoMusicCruise.com. Kim Peterson LeFew, great seeing you Saturday night we were at Bellagio. So Kim, great seeing you, my dear friend. Thank you so much. All right, so we got all that underway. Let me just make sure we got that. Again, that's all good. All right. Happy National Barbershop Day today for all you barbers out there. You got to love it, man. Love a good barber. You know what? The old barbers that used to do the close shaves and everything. Danny, how you doing? Nozak, what's up, my good buddy? I hope you guys are well. I'm sneaking on the cruise. Stick me in the band luggage. There you go. Ron Starr says he might be joining us. I know my friend Mark just booked the cruise. Everybody is jumping on this one, folks. It's going to be fantastic. Maybe even Sonny might even make an appearance from talking to him this morning. So it's going to be very, very cool. And you know what? You can't beat the price, folks. When you're now the original price when we first did it. Of course, was incredible. The price is still good to come out and have a little fun with us. So, Double T, Tony Toto, what's up, my brother? All right, so let's get to some more stories. We got a lot of back things to do. Now, tonight's funny, Coach, because my wife's Laura's coming tonight, so it's going to be good. It's going to see a lot of great friends there. My buddy Dennis Quinn is coming. I've not seen him in a long time. It's going to be a blast. Can't wait. Absolutely, I can't wait either. All right, so let's get to some stories here. All right. Congratulations to Gina Deanna, who had her wedding shower on Sunday. Congratulations to Gina. Of course, her mom and dad is Denise and Tony. Looking forward to seeing them tonight as well, folks. All right, let's get to the New York Post says Roseanne Arquette, actress, remember her, 63 years old, crashes with her Malibu into a shopping center. Dune Village in Los Angeles. She went through 3 pillars with her car. She was all stalled and one freaking out what happened. I don't know. It could have been the booze, could have been an accident, could have been the pills. Who knows what she's on? I have no clue. I wasn't there. But that is Roseanne Arquette, which you don't hear too much. Her brother is David Arquette, if I'm correct. So really wondering. I don't think they've ever actually found out why that happened. How about on today's show, folks? Lisa Marie Presley, who has passed away, they finally found out what she died of. She died of small bowel obstruction. Yeah, it's just amazing now when these celebrities are dying, and sometimes it takes a while to find out why they died or whatever it is. But I did not know that about Lisa Marie Presley. Interesting story. Here's some more crazy shit in this world, folks. Entertainment Weekly announced there's Andy Cohen, a talk show, was talking to Mark Consolio. I think he's the husband of Kelly Ripa, if I'm correct. And they're having a conversation, and Andy asks Mark on live television, have you ever been naked in front of your daughter? And you should see the look on Mark's face when he's looking at this guy. Like he's just about to punch the hell out of him. Who would ask a stupid question like that? Plus, he had an operation for her weight, and that's what caused her complication. Thank you, Dennis. Michelangelo, the Men in Blue. Thank you, my brother, for what you do. But who would ask a stupid question? Have you ever, have you ever been naked in front of your daughter? I just don't get why would somebody would ask that, especially on national television. And this is stuff that makes headlines these days, though, because everything else is all bad headlines. And we say enough of that stuff on this show. But look at this here, folks. Here, another thing from an Entertainment Weekly. Joe Jonas from the Jonas Brothers. This made headlines. He accidentally pooped in his white pants during a stage. There's sickos in this world, folks, but this is even, look, that might have happened to people. I don't know if it happened on stage. Never happened to me, but there's been times sometimes, you're driving, you can't get to a bathroom, God forbid. But this guy just said it was white pants with his Jonah Brothers up on stage, and it makes the headlines. So they can't write about anything else anymore. So let's talk about some guys pooping in his pants accidentally on Entertainment Weekly. What the fuck is wrong with these people? Another one. Now, these are stories back to back. Now, we know Roseanne Arquette got an accident. That was a New York Post. But then here's a guy asking another guy to ever stand in front of his daughter naked. Then the second one was Joe Jonas pooping in his pants on stage. The third article, right next to that one, Snoop Dogg said he lived with a cockroach named Cooch for about a year. Now, why would that even come up in papers? Why would anybody care? Why are we even mentioning it here? That's the thing that makes me even more pissed off. Why would anybody want to know or care, Roseanne? I agree with you, honey. Well, I guess some sad news and some good news all in one article. This quarter of CBS, Wisconsin boy killed in a sawmill accident. Unfortunately, that's the sad news, of course. But will help save his mother's life with his organ donor. So, son died, but the organ went to save his mother's life. So it's one of those sad stories, but then a happy story on the other end. Sad. Speaking of cowards, folks, CBS says, don't watch or listen to it was. Yeah, there you go, Carol. Here you go. CBS pilot says he jumped into the ocean to escape the New Zealand volcano that killed 22 people. This guy is actually the pilot on this plane, folks. And the New Zealand volcano, to avoid it, he jumped off the plane. So the plane went and 22 people died because of this coward. Why would anyone care about Taylor Swift swallows a bug and it's national news? She's handled it so cute. Give me a break. Regina, I get it. Bad. They want to put Trump in jail. Things getting sicker by the hour. Dennis, I know what you're saying. The internet spreads all that crap. You're right, General. I totally agree with you. But how about this loser? There was a pilot. When you're a pilot on a plane, folks, your responsibility, my good buddy Greg, ladies and gentlemen, from Taverna on Division, voted the #1 patio in the suburbs of Chicago, folks. You can't beat it. Great food and a great patio. And right next door, the Joint, it's got a giant patio as well. His cigar dinners he's doing, which I've got to go to the one in September. I think the last one was sold out, he said. And so that's great. Sit there with cigars. And a great place to do it at, especially outside in that patio, which is very cool. Greg, thank you, my dear friend. And I hope you guys did great with you. Carmel Festival. Very, very cool that was. All right, so the pilot, like I'm saying, the pilot's job in a plane is to make sure his passengers are safe. And here he is. There's a volcano coming, and to save his own ass, he jumped off the plane, and the 22 people killed. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. So we talked about last week about Pat Fitzgerald being fired from Northwestern for hazing. The students are hazing, and of course he got fired. He lost scapegoat. He lost his job, saying he didn't. This according to ESPN. Now he's suing the school. I don't know what's going to happen there, folks. But like I said, and I said it many times before, I do believe when there's hazing or steroids during baseball, the coaches knew, the owners knew, the managers knew, the refs knew, the doctors knew, the umpires knew. I mean, it doesn't make a difference. Don't play the stupid stuff that nobody knew on the higher end what's going on behind the scenes and these sport things that are happening. This is a Northwestern. I mean, in college, they've been hazing people all the time when you're a new kid when you first get in the first year of college, and that happens all the time. So when these guys say they have no clue, oh, I didn't know what was going on with that, it's almost like, it doesn't make any sense. Used him as a scapegoat, but just like they did for Coach Q with the Chicago Blackhawks, when the guy, one coach guy was whatever he was doing upstairs with another player. I didn't want to ruin the Stanley Cup playoffs. They all know. They're just like the priests. They all know when one guy is doing what with kids and they move them to another parish. They all know. It is what it is. Someone's got to go down. Someone's got to be the scapegoat. Dick said, I hope, my good friend, I hope you're doing well. You're watching Ocean's Pit Little Show. What's coming up next week, folks? Next Wednesday, the 26th, will be at Rosario's in Roselle with Tony Toto. The 27th will be at Pasta Mia in Bartlett, outside patio. I love that patio. It's beautiful out there. And then the 28th, we're returning to Chicago Prime Steakhouse, folks. And don't forget, the 29th of July will be at Ron Onesti's Club Arcata Speakeasy. You know how we love it over there. A great meal, great fun. And I'll be there with Tony Toto, Jerry Jams, a couple guys from Mojo's Jukebox, Tom and Mikey Restivo, Tommy Q, and Christian Knievel will be coming back again singing some rock and roll with us. That's the 29th of July. Go to oshows.com. And then we're there the following day on Sunday for Rat Pack Sunday, me and Double T, Tony Toto. Both shows, oshows.com. We got some celebrity birthdays in the last couple days, so let's go down the aisle, folks, down the list here. Gabriella Iglesias turns 46 years old. Adam Savage turns 65. Taylor Kidney from Chicago Fire turns 41 years old. Forrest Whitaker, 61, another great actor. Linda Ronstadt turns 76 years old. Will Ferrell turns 55. Phoebe Cates, remember Phoebe Cates in the 80s? 59 years old. Corey Feldman, 51 years old. Bobby Lashley, for all you WWF fans, WWE fans, turns 46 years old. We're going back a couple days on this, folks. Barry Sanders, one of the great running backs of all time for the NFL, birthday. And then Lexi's birthday, my good friend Lexi, of course, she's one of the owners of Thirsty Parrot in Lake Como. It was nice playing for her birthday, folks. All the cake and everybody there. It was a lot of fun. You're watching Fired a baseball coach, too, at Northwestern. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Hazing, just another word for bullying. Thank you, Richard. And everybody's been, I mean, come on. Here's an amazing story of what people are getting technology with medicine. It's amazing what people are doing, folks. These doctors, look at this. According to Fox News, this is good news. A doctor reattached the boy's head after a horrible car accident. The head is off. You're thinking this guy's dead. This surgery, the doctors, what they did today, put that neck back on, attached it back on his body. It's an amazing surgery to save this boy's life. Wow. Who could ever forget Phoebe Cates coming out of the swimming pool and Fast Ridgemont High? Yeah, Richard, that one was a good one. New York judge denies Trump to appeal case. Is he accused of rape? Oh, Jesus Christ. It's never going to end. Dennis, hope you're doing well, my good brother, in Lake Geneva. It's so hot in Arizona. As a pig said in Arizona, I'm so hot, I'm baking. Hot. I don't know how you people do it. Go out there in July and August. Crazy. This is great quotes that you guys send me and stuff that I find on social media as well. The reason we have 1,700 pages in a law book is because we can't follow 10 lines written on a tablet made of stone. Throw that around on you. Speaking of the 10 Commandments. Very true. When a clown moves into a palace, he does not become a king. The palace becomes a circus. And that's an old Turkish proverb proverb. So think about that in this crazy world. Live it yourself. Do what you got to do. It is what it is. They don't want him to run for president. That's exactly what it is. They're ready to drop all charges. Peggy, I hope you're doing well, my good friend. And tell Kathy Orlando happy birthday if you see her. Peggy, I hope you're doing well. Tonight, Chef Falou, Elk Grove Village will be there. It's new Sicilian seaside restaurant. It's going to be a fantastic show tonight. Come on out. Hope to see you guys all. All right. Imagine a world if you would combine YouTube with Twitter or Facebook, it'd be called YouTwitFace. Thank you, Barley, for sending that in from Addison, Illinois today here, folks, on Ocean's Bit. This is something I really love. Back in the day that showed your status symbol, if you had a big house and a nice car. A nice car and a big house, that was the old status for symbols. The ultimate flex is freedom. Time of freedom, location of freedom, or financial freedom. I think that's the real thing for success, folks. Forget about the cars. Forget about the big houses. I love that flex, the freedom. Time freedom to do whatever you want. Time freedom to be anywhere you want with location. And time freedom to have the money that you have. A lot of people I know, or people that you might know, might have money in stocks or in buildings or in whatever. But try to come up with some cash, they can't. But the freedom, it used to be, look at that guy's car, or look at that guy's big house. Remember, that was the thing when we were kids. You know, so I don't know. You're going to love this one, folks. Voted number 5th president of the United States, the 5th best president of the United States, folks. Take a guess. Throw some names out there. Everybody that's watching right now, this is according to a poll that was taken on social media or something. I should have found out the name of the poll. But anyway, this person was named the 5th best president ever. So anybody can name one. Go ahead. All the guys that are people, men and women, guys that are watching right now, throw them out a name that you would think would be the best 5th president we've ever had. And I'm just going to go right to it just in case guys don't come in on this one. President Joseph Biden comes in as the 5th best president of the United States. Ronald Reagan. No, it wasn't Ronald. It was Joe Biden, folks. Joey Spins, if you're out there, buddy, I hope you're doing well. Would you go to someone's funeral who didn't come to yours? Yes. Great way to start the afternoon, my dear friend. All right. Some sad news. Speaking of President Joe Biden, ladies and gentlemen, here's something that is scary when stuff like this happens. Breaking news. President Joe Biden calls up for military reserve to deploy in action and duty in Europe. It's called Operation Atlantis Resolve. Without their consent. Again, President Joe Biden calls up the U.S. military reserve unit to deploy to active duty in Europe. Operation Atlantis Resolve. And without their consent. It's a lot of scary stuff that's going down in this crazy world. What are they smoking, Mary? I don't know what they're smoking. If cauliflower can become pizza, then you, my friend, can become anything. And Jonathan hates winters, but Donna loves summers. You guys are coming up with some corny stuff. They're pretty funny, actually. I like that one. Oh, my God. All right. According to ABC, speaking of cruises, it's all the cover up the money laundering in Ukraine. Ron, you hit it right there. He just wants to kill our young boys. Oh, see, I'm glad we're all on the same page here. How about this, folks? A cruise line apologizes to his passengers because one of their ships pulled up on board, to port out so people can get out and go to port. But while they were pulling up to the port, in the middle of all that, there was a dozen whales being slaughtered. It was a whale hunt. So a lot of those passengers were like kind of shocked at that. I would be too. I mean, the stuff that's happening all the time. That's sad. So they had to apologize. Some people got their money back. I mean, you pull it into port thinking, okay, we're going to go out this great little town and have a little fun, right? Boom, boom. But there's a bunch of whales being slaughtered. Day of the hunt. I don't know, folks. And according to Newsmax, what I've been reading, what I watch on Twitter, like Newsmax, folks, it's true. It's for the new NATO member, the reserve unit. There you go, Dennis. Oh, some people are pretty upset at this. Joe Biden administration will automatically cancel $39 billion of student debt. That will get almost 800,000 people that borrowed this debt free, according to CNBC. I'm just lost for words here, folks. Now, I can understand some people out there might have children who have school debt and it's good for them, but it's unfair, folks. It's unfair. Why should we have to? If I can't afford my car payment, if I can't afford my house payment, are you guys going to pay for it? Just did it on his own here. He's buying votes. It's very horrible. But the homeless people and the veterans that need help get no support, and the homeless people are still homeless on the streets of Chicago or in the world. Thank you, Jerry. I got my letter out. If 80,000, they discharge $200. Okay, there you go, Ron. I know when he was trying to do it earlier in the year, he was getting a lot of slack from that, and they keep blocking it. But they said, hell with it, we're going to do it anyway. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. Hope you're having a great day today. I think it's time to talk a couple sponsors, folks. That's right. We need our good sponsors. Let's get right to it. Our good buddies from... Let's go to Roy McCampbell, attorney at law. If you're looking for an honest lawyer that does the job right, folks, let's go to McCampbell, attorney at law. Roy McCampbell, attorney, is a statewide law practice that is client-focused and results-driven. That's Roy McCampbell at 708-275-4264. Let's not forget my wife's company, Laura Ocean Solutions. Increasing profits or reducing credit card fees. That's right. You'll never have to shop again with Laura Ocean Solutions. And Laura will be with me tomorrow, finally coming back to the pit. So Laura will be joining us tomorrow. That's my wife, Laura's company. Let's not forget my buddy Sal from Deutsch Power Center. Great Lakes service in the construction and diesel industry in Chicago for the last 100 years. That's Deutsch Power Center, 224-276-6550. Don Esteban Cigars out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. Hand roll. Call Javier and get them whole roll right to your house. Tell them Tony O sent you. 727-366-7536. And last but not least, Trico Hair Experts. Recreating great hair days. Anthony and Carmela. 773-999-7888. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. I hope you guys are having a great day today. It is beautiful out. Go out, relax, have some fun. Scott, we pay for our own and our kids' educations. If you choose to go to the school, you pay for it. There are a lot of great scholars and plans out there already. Scott Hall, saying it perfect, buddy. See you, Jerry, at Chef Falou tonight. Absolutely, Jerry Jams. Thank you so much. All right. If standing up for yourself burns a bridge, then go ahead and burn that bridge. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself, folks. And it's perfect. If standing up for yourself is going to burn a bridge, then burn the bridge. That's all there is to it. Today is National Hot Dog Day, third Wednesday in July. Well, thank you, Mr. General Provenzano. I wouldn't eat hot dogs. I don't eat hot dogs. But happy National Hot Dog Day. God bless. You got to love it. And I want to thank my good friend Dawn for coming to Bellagio on Friday night, Dawn Salo, and gave us this plastic pineapple. Remember we had the episode about the pineapple? You put it out in front of the cruise doors, swingers and shit. I'm not saying I'm just saying there was funny joke. And she also got me one that lights up. So Dawn, thank you so much. I thought it was funny. We laughed the whole time. So it was very, very cool. Thank you for that. All right, here's some crazy stuff. You want to give, if you want something out there, but better not say it on the air, give the story to me. When are your shirts going to be ready? The new Tony Ocean shirts will be ready by August 17th. It says, I drink with Tony Ocean, so it's going to be good. Very true, Burning Visions. It's sad people you know for years cut you off and have a lot. You have a lot of stories. I have a lot of stories. Jim, I'm sure you do, brother. And you know what? I think there was something that I mentioned today. Here's a great quote. People don't abandon people they love. People abandon people that they were using. Think about that. Because you fight, you have a misunderstanding, something happens. When you love each other or care for each other or respect for each other, you will work out whatever it takes to work it out. I'm not saying that it repeats it all the time, but I'm saying, things like that happen. The only time you shouldn't stand up for yourself as soon as the plane lands. There you go. Good, Richard. Okay, now I want you guys to understand what I'm going to say here, folks. Now, health professionals are asking us to call the female vagina bonus holes to avoid offending trans now and these patients. I just said that on live on this show, folks. And calling pedophiles now minor attracted people. Mark, how you doing, my good buddy? Great drummer on the south side of Chicago with Regatta de Blanc. Tribute to Police. Rocks. Do you hear what I just said, folks? Health professionals are trying to call the vagina, female vagina, bonus holes to avoid offending the trans here people in America, the United States of America. You can't make this shit up, folks. You can't make this shit up. I can't even repeat that. I repeated it twice. And bonus holes now is the new name. Or they're urging people to say this. I don't want to offend anybody out there, but this is some crazy shit this world is coming to. Crazy as it is. Absolutely. August 18th, we're returning to, it's going to be the best, one of my favorite festivals, folks. Oh, that's professionalism, right? Pina, I agree with you 100%. I mean, it's just some people are so, remember they said they're gonna have to stop banning shampoo now so you don't offend bald people. I mean, it is just getting to the point where it's like you have to shake your head and go, what is wrong with these people? Just craziness. Pina, again, it was great seeing you and John at the Thirsty Parrot, my dear friend. Okay, so Ron Onesti's Italian Fest. Can't wait. Taylor Street, folks. August 18th, we'll be there with the Main Event Band. We're headlining the Friday night. We're so excited about that. Following night, folks, on the 19th, we'll be back in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin at Mars Resort. One of our favorite places to play, actually my favorite place to play in Mars is in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. So, and I love Mars. I've been with Don and then with Scott. They just celebrated their 100 years. I'm very proud to be involved with that organization. And we're there on the Saturday, 4 to 8. So get there early. It's going to be in crazy Mars Resort, Lake Geneva. And then when you thought those 3 days enough, 2 nights in a row were tough, we're going to do it 3 times. Let's go August 20th, Sunday, to Forget About It Vineyard Winery in Hanover, Galena, Illinois, for Ocean's Rat Pack, Bill Saratella as Frank, Elliot Winbush as Sammy, yours truly as Dean. We got Jerry James here and Vince Amore as Tony Bennett opening the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Forget About It Vineyard and Winery. Get your tickets, man. Check it out. So that's going to be the 18th, 19th, and 20th of August. 3 in a row. 3 dead, 14 hurt after a Greyhound bus strikes Jesus Christ, gets hit horrible through a semi. A Greyhound bus hits a semi, folks. 3 dead and 14 hurt. Wow. According to NBC, a Tennessee surgeon gets shot by its patient. I don't like the news. What? Well, you have this much to pay. I mean, they're shooting people right in the offices now. I mean, it's like the OK Corral. Nobody cares. Here's a stupid guy here, folks. CBS. Colorado dentist accused of poisoning his wife. After, of course, she passed away, they take, when they go to the house, they take everything. The FBI, they all take everything to do investigating. And on his computer, they looked up something. He looked up something, how to murder and look like a heart attack. How to murder to make it look like a heart attack online. So when they went through his laptop, that's what they found. Idiot. CBS, all this crazy news. Baby boy dies in Florida after teen mother puts fentanyl in his baby bottle. And I mentioned this a couple times. Fox 32 News are FDA approved over-the-counter birth control pills. Come on in. Yeah, I'll take some M&Ms, pack of Camel, and give me some birth control pills. Horrible what's happening. The writers are on strike, and now the actors are on strike, folks. There's so much shit out there right now, movie-wise and TV shows. There's nothing good anymore. There's nothing unique or original anymore. And now with the guys on strike, the writers on strike, they write all the good stuff. Now the actors, now no one's writing and no one's acting. I don't know what's going to happen until they come to some sort of agreement. But it's going to be pretty not good, folks. Not good at all. High school baseball. Some of this stuff's not even worth saying. You're going to be the GB Awards in October. Yeah, sir, Ronnie, I'll be there. We were nominated. The show's nominated again. Ocean's Pit for a media show. And Ocean's Rat Pack is nominated for the best tribute show. So we're excited. We will be there, Ronnie B. Elvis. Rumor has it that Ocean's Rat Pack will be playing the Sinatra Bar in Nashville that same weekend. Woo, 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 woo. Artificial intelligence is bad for writers. Oh, Jim, you're right. I mean, they're coming up with these androids, these clones, whatever. Problem is, I was talking to somebody, I think it was my buddy Elliot Winbush, who plays Sammy, very intelligent guy. These androids that they're trying to clone and make, they can't make one that's just male or just female. So they're making one. So they're trying to get the world to get used to it's okay to be this and this and that, because I mean, it's just nuts. Hey, what do I know? I don't know much, folks. Illinois, folks, being called the new twister tornado capital of the world, Illinois. And no matter how many times a snake sheds his skin, it will always be a snake. Good point on that. Another sad news, folks. Gary, Indiana police officer, canine police officer dog, of course, Falco, got shot during a traffic. They pulled over some guys and they shot the dog, canine dog, Falco. Sad news. I know this happened last week, but I'm kind of behind on some of the stuff. Dave Antonelli, happy hump day, buddy. Hope to see you at Chef Falou. Most of the people from your wedding that you know from me are all going to be there tonight at Chef Falou. So come on out, man. Russ, and we got Mark and everybody coming out. Laura, it's going to be a good time. Sonny, all going to be there. So Dave, stop by for a drink, buddy. Stop by for a drink, 7 o'clock. Did the aliens take over the world already? All these weird, stupid things happening. I think we'd be better off if the aliens took over the world. I don't know what's going on. Richard Bloomingberg, great seeing you, Captain. You and Chrissy, and of course your lovely daughter, Sunday at the Thirsty Parrot. Had a great time there. You're watching Ocean's Pit. It is coming to the end of the hour, folks. Remember one thing. What they hate in you is missing in them. Keep shining. I love that quote. What they hate in you is missing in them. You know, you're succeeding in something. You're out there. You're doing what you're doing. You're spreading your word. You're doing what you're doing. And people envy. They don't like that. They just don't like that because they don't have that same drive as you do. We all have the same 24 hours in one day. All of us do. So keep shining. That's what it's about. One more story here, folks. United Airlines passenger was removed from a Florida plane because he grabbed a woman's leg and would not let go. Can you please let go of my leg, please? No. You can't touch people anymore if they don't want you to touch them. Sorry, folks. Tony, you're no dummy. In fact, you're just too smart and call it the way you see it. Well, Dennis, thank you for those nice words. I don't know a lot of stuff, folks. But I do know when I speak from my heart. And I know that no matter whether you're not a conspiracy theorist, whatever, if you don't understand what's going on or you don't believe these stories, something in our minds got to be telling us right now that something's just not right. Joanne will be inside tonight. He's identified as a dog. There you go, Scott. Everybody seems to be easily offended. Maybe we should just send them in front of the lines for a war. There you go, Dennis. That would change them all. Because you know what? I mean, I read up on some wars stories, and, nobody gave a shit when you're fighting in the war, what nationality you were or what religion you were, when you're standing next to each other and you're looking at the enemies. People next to you are your brothers. People next to you are supposed to be protecting you. You're supposed to be protecting each other. You don't give a shit if this guy's Irish or this guy's black or this guy's Puerto Rico or this guy's Chinese. It doesn't make a difference when you're on the same side fighting. Sad as it is, folks. Couple more birthdays, and then we have to go. John Vincent from Chicago, Illinois, the great singer, my good buddy Johnny, mio fratello. I love you, brother. Happy birthday. Fred Gwynn. Remember Herman Munster celebrates a birthday. Dave Palier from WGN celebrates a birthday. Also, former Chicago Steve Dahl's partner Gary Meyer from The Loop celebrating a birthday. Carl Patrick O'Brien, better known as Chubby or Cubby. He was one of the Mouseketeers, 77 years old. Bob Crane from Hogan's Heroes celebrates a birthday. Cheech Martin, Cheech and Chong, celebrated. Patrick Wayne, the son of the late, great John Wayne. Our good friend Abra Engler. Hi, Abra. And Patrice, if you're out there, honey, hope you're doing well. Please, again, tell Abra happy birthday. My good buddy Kevin Burke, his father, 90 years old. Mr. Burke, happy birthday, my friend. Ginger Rogers, one of the greatest, would have been 122 years old, 112 years old. James Cagney, James Cagney, why my Yankee Doodle Dandy, celebrates a birthday. That's right. And our good friend Pamela Ray. Pamela, we'll see you tonight with Teresa Hafer. We're going to see you guys tonight. Great to see Teresa coming out too. It's going to be a good time tonight at Chef Falou in downtown Elk Grove Village, my hometown. It's going to be fantastic. Tomorrow, Postatanos, Oak Brook, the return of Elisa P. and Jerry Jams tomorrow. Friday, Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Jeff Dubray. And Saturday, my good buddy Dave and April will be tying the knot. They already were tying the knot. They're just having a big bash. So it's going to be fun. Love your statements. Keep on singing, entertaining people. Marie Lewis, thank you so much. I don't know much. Don't know Enough. Know enough. What was that, Robert? I don't know much. Don't, but I know enough. There you go. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. And your friendship. Folks, we have to get going. And you know what that is? It's that time. And when the dogs start barking, you know it's bad. Anyway, you're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. Don't forget tonight, Chef Falou, Seaside Sicilian. It's one of the new places in my hometown of Elk Grove Village. My whole family's going to be there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you're all coming out and supporting Tommy, who owns that whole strip mall. He owns a Real Time Sports. He owns the Belvedere Banquets, all right there. So it's really close to home if you're in the Elk Grove, Schaumburg area. Stop on by. And remember, folks, please remember to buy local and shop local. Very, very important. But don't forget, let's thank our good buddies from, that's right, folks, Ace Hardware, Norwich, Evergreen Park, Des Plaines in Warrenville. Buy local, shop local. Remember, grill your Ace off. Get $20 off any grill purchase. That's right. Ace is the place helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. That's Ace Hardware. I want to thank you all, guys, again for watching the show. Again, thank you to our new sponsors, our good friends, Chicago Door Ltd., servicing Chicagoland for the last 40 years. Call Chicago Doors at 847-641-8552. Our brand new sponsor. We'll be back tomorrow, folks, with Laura Ocean. It's definitely going to be in the house tomorrow. I want to thank you all for coming in today, and please enjoy life. Buy local, shop local. Go out and support local establishments and live entertainment. Be cool, be kind. The great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. Peace and love more than ever. We need it. Mama D, come home soon. We love you. Everybody, God bless you. See you tomorrow. Same time, same station. 12 o'clock with Laura Ocean. Co-host Ocean's Pit. Nick Sahajas, take us out.
Time to go, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony O.
Pineapple. Anyway, folks, have a good one. God bless you.